Okay, and welcome back to the introduction to LMC. Today we're going to look at the load command and the store command. So I want you to pause the video in a second and I want you to think about how could you solve this current problem. So we're going to input two numbers, but I'm only going to output the first number after I've input the second number. So we're going to use loops, we're going to use arrays, if statements, variables. How do you think we're going to do that? So hopefully you've had a little think about that, you pause the video, and we are going to use variables or some implementation of variables. Because if you remember, if we input a number, it will put that number into the accumulator. So if I input two numbers, the only number that is going to be remembered by the computer is the second number, therefore we could not output it. So that is where loading and saving comes in. So STA stands for store. So what it does is it allows us to take whatever's in the accumulator and store it into a specific memory location. So in our case, one of those mailboxes. So I've said STA99, and what that will do is take whatever's in the accumulator and store that in 99. So if you look at the code on the right, you can see I've got imp then STA99. So whatever number you type in will get put into that particular mailbox. So we're just going to use numbers for now. We can name them just like in any other programming language, but we're going to get to that in a later video. So then we've got load. So it's exactly the opposite of STA. So it takes some data out of RAM, out of a mailbox, and it puts it in the accumulator. So you can see there on the example on screen, I'm inputting a number and I'm going to store it in RAM slot 65. I'm going to input a second number and then load that first number back. So that would solve that first problem we had on the screen at the start of the video. To see that in action, I've done a different bit of a different memory location. I've used 99 in this one, but it's pretty much exactly the same thing. So you should be able to see I store a number, which I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I think it'll be 10. So I input 10, enter that in, all works as normal, and you see 10 is now stored in slot 99. So then what we do is we load that back in and we output it once we put in this 20. So you see the accumulator is 20, but then what we do is we then load 99, which will overwrite whatever is in the accumulator. So you should pop in there, and then when we output the next instruction, we'll load that in as normal and it should output 10. Therefore we have stored two numbers but only outputted the first one. Would you do that practically? Is there any point of that? Probably not. But what you need to be able to do is understand how each one of these commands works, as well as be able to read and write and spot errors in these programs. So it's really important you really know inside and out how these various commands work. But that's it. A really quick one, this one, only 3 minutes long. So that is store and that is load in Little Man Computer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.